Greetings to all and welcome back. In today's video, I will explain another important HTML5 element that provides structure and organization to your page. This element is the list element. Before we start, please feel free to add your questions or feedback in the comment section below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and like. The growth of this channel depends on your support. Without further ado, let's dive into this. In HTML5, ordered list and unordered lists are two types of HTML list elements used to organize and structure web pages. Lists in HTML contribute to the structure and outline of an HTML5 document in a more localized sense compared to some other structural elements like header, footer, nav, and so on. So how does the list element contribute to the document structure? Organizational structure. Unordered list and ordered list help organize content into manageable sections or categories. They segment information into distinct items, making it easier for users to understand. Semantic structure. These list elements provide semantic meaning to the content. They signify that the enclosed items are related and belong to a list, conveying the relationship between them. Document outline. While unordered list and ordered list primarily provide structure within their respective lists, they also contribute to the overall document outline. Each list item within these lists represents a distinct section or topic which can be considered when generating a document outline. How do lists impact accessibility? Screen readers. Screen readers and other assistive technologies interpret lists to provide context and navigation cues for users. Users relying on such technologies can navigate through the list items more efficiently. Semantic markup. Properly using an unordered list and an ordered list element with their corresponding list of items ensure that the content is semantically structured. This improves accessibility by enabling assistive technologies to interpret the content accurately. Unordered list element. The unordered list element represents an unordered list in HTML. Unordered lists are used to group together related items where the order of the items is not important. Each item in an unordered list is typically displayed with a bullet point or some other marker to indicate its presence. Now here is a simple example of how to create an unordered list. Now this element over here is the opening tag for an unordered list. To start adding items to this list, we start typing the li tag, and this is the list item element used to define each item within the list. Now each li element represents an individual item in the list. The content inside the li tags, like I'm just going to type over here item 1, and the second one item 2, the third one item 3, are the items in the list. Ordered list element. The ordered list element represents an ordered list in HTML. They are similar to unordered lists, but each item in an ordered list is numbered or otherwise ordered. They are used when the sequence of items matter. So here is how you create an ordered list. First, this is the opening tag for an ordered list. And as before, I'm just going to add the li element, which represent individual items in the list. Now the content inside the li tag, such as I'm just going to type first item, second item, and third item, are the items in the list. The numbering of the list items is handled automatically by the browser, starting from 1 by default. Both unordered list and ordered list elements can have various attributes. Though they are not mandatory, some common attributes include type. In ordered list, it specifies the type of numbering or bullet style. values can include 1 for decimal numbers, a lowercase a for lowercase letters, an uppercase letter A to represent uppercase letters, and a lowercase I that represents Roman numerals but in lowercase, and an uppercase I that represents Roman numerals in uppercase. For an unordered list, this attribute is not used. Then we have the start attribute. Specifies the starting value for the numbering sequence. Useful when you want to start numbering from a specific value rather than the default one. Reversed attribute. Used only with ordered list. It reverses the numbering order of the list items. Compact attribute. Previously used to reduce the spacing between list items, but deprecated in HTML5. Why do we use lists? Structuring content. Lists provide a clear structure to your content, making it easier for visitors to understand and navigate. Visual hierarchy. Lists help establish a visual hierarchy on the page, especially when dealing with multiple items or categories. Accessibility. Screen readers and other assistive technologies can interpret lists more effectively. Styling. Lists can be easily styled with CSS to match the design and layout requirements of your website. When to use lists. Navigation menus. Lists are commonly used to create navigation menus, whether horizontal or vertical, providing a clear layout of links. Bullet points. Lists are ideal for presenting information in a bulleted format, such as features, benefits, or key points. Instructions or steps. Lists are helpful for presenting instructions or step-by-step processes, guiding users through tasks or procedures. Data items. Lists can be used to display sets of related data, such as product features or contact information. Choosing unordered lists or ordered lists. Use unordered list when the order of items is not important. When you want to present a list of items without any particular sequence. For lists where the visual distinctions between items matters more than their order. For example, a list of features for a product where the order in which they are presented doesn't matter, we use unordered list. Now, ordered list, we use it when the order of items is important and needs to be displayed sequentially. When you want to present a list of items in a specific order or sequence, or for a step-by-step instructions, rankings, or any scenario where the order is significant. For example, a recipe with a list of ingredients and instructions where the order of steps matter. The placement of unordered list and ordered list elements within an HTML5 page depends on the context and purpose of the lists. Here are some considerations for their placement. Direct child of the body element. General lists, if the list is not specifically related to a particular section or article, you can place it as a direct child of the body element inside a section or article element. Contextual lists. If the list is related to a specific section or content or an article, you can place it within the corresponding section or article element inside a div element or generic container. If the list doesn't fit neatly within a section or article, you can place it inside a div element for generic container. In HTML, lists are versatile elements that can contain various types of data or content, not limited to just text. You can include a wide range of content types within the lists, such as text, This is the most common type of content used within lists. Each list item can contain text which can be formatted using HTML tags such as the strong element, the emphasis, or the span, and so on. Images. You can include images with list items to create visual lists. Images can be added using the image tag as content within the list item elements. Links. List items can contain hyperlinks or the anchor tag to navigate to other web pages or resources. This is useful for creating navigation menus or lists of related links. Videos. HTML5 allows embedding videos using the video tag. You can include videos within list items to create list of videos. Nested lists. Lists can be nested within other lists to create hierarchical structures. This is useful for representing categories and subcategories or any hierarchical data. Mixed content. You can mix different types of content within a single list, combining text, images, links, and so on as needed to convey your message effectively. So what are nested lists? A nested list is a list that is placed within another list item, creating a hierarchical structure of information. Each nested list represents a subset or category within the parent list item. Nested lists are a powerful tool for organizing and presenting complex data in a structured manner. So in this example, category 1 is a list item that contains a nested unordered list with two items, subcategory 1 and subcategory 2. So when to use nested lists. First, for hierarchical information. Nested lists are ideal for representing hierarchical relationships between items. They allow you to organize information into categories, subcategories, and further levels of detail. Menu structures. Nested lists are commonly used to create nested navigation menus where each menu item may have submenus. This allows for a clear and organized navigation structure, steps or procedures. If you need to present steps or procedures that involve sub-steps or subtasks, nested lists can help break down the process into manageable chunks. Data categories. When presenting data with multiple levels of categorization, nested lists can help organize the data hierarchy. Now here are common mistakes and errors while using lists in HTML. First, misplaced list tags. Forgetting to close the opening tags for the unordered or the ordered lists elements properly, or placing list items, the li element, outside of the list element can lead to invalid HTML structure and unexpected rendering. Incorrect nesting. Incorrectly nesting list elements within each other can result in unintended hierarchy and layout issues. It's essential to ensure that nested lists are properly structured. Missing list items. Forgetting to include list items, the li element, within a list or having empty list items can lead to invalid HTML and may cause unexpected behavior. Styling challenges. Applying inconsistent or conflicting styles to lists and list items can result in visual inconsistencies or difficulties in achieving the desired layout. Accessibility issues. Failing to provide meaningful text alternative, the alt attribute, for images within list items can impact accessibility for users. Semantic misuse. Using lists for presentation purposes rather than for organizing content semantically can lead to poor code structure and hinder accessibility and search engine optimization. Now, what are the best practices for creating lists in HTML? First, use semantically. Use unordered list for lists where the order of items is not important. and the ordered list for lists where the order matters. Use lists to semantically structure content, conveying relationships between items. Nest list appropriately. Nest lists only when there is a logical hierarchy or relationship between list items. Avoid excessive nesting, as it can make the content harder to understand and navigate. Include meaningful content. Ensure each list item contains meaningful and descriptive content. Use clear and concise language for list items to improve readability. Avoid empty list items. Avoid including empty list items within lists, as they provide no meaningful content to users. Use list style consistently. Maintain consistent styling for lists and list items across your website to provide a cohesive user experience. Consider using CSS to customize list styles while ensuring accessibility and usability. Provide text alternatives for images. If including images within list items, always provide descriptive text alternative, the alternative attribute, for users. Consider responsive design. Design lists to adapt to various screen sizes and devices, ensuring optimal usability and readability on desktop, tablets, and smartphones. We have reached the end of today's video. I hope you find it useful. Thank you all for watching.